What's up, guys? It's Envy. Now, today, on this episode of Sit Down with Envy, I have Havik, or better known as Jacob,
hmm
who
Yep.
coaches WKW Alpha as of, at the moment it's the 28th of the 7th. We'll see once they lose the finals whether or not they boot him, because it could possibly
You mean
happen.
you mean win?
Win? No one said win.
Have you seen the other team?
Okay, that's a bit toxic. They did win their semi-final match.
Yeah, but like it's Alpha. They're just gonna win.
True, the team's been together for like 17 years. Shiny's got like a
hmm
walking stick. And
He
Pixie,
does. I had to carry him out of bed this morning.
you carried. Why were you in his house?
'Cause like Shani loves me.
Shiny loves you.
Yeah.
Right. On that note, we're gonna get right into, our topics of today. We're
hmm
gonna start off with how you came into the low elo scene, talking a little bit about your journey.
All right. Well, the first team I ever started on was Thundercrown, and I remember it because my friend Hunter,
Yeah.
he was like a manager of a diamond team at the time, said I got gold for the first time, and he said you should try playing comp, and then suggested me to them. After about 3 weeks, I realized that they were kind of shit,
Yep.
so I left. And then I asked like Supernovas if I could sub for them, and I subbed for them, and then just they wanted to keep me, so they kicked whoever the fuck they had mid.
It was Seraph, right?
Um, they didn't kick him. Sorry, he hit plat,
Yeah.
and then I played.
And then you played. It was I
And
rem
then
Oh, you
oh,
go.
sorry, you go.
Those were the best days for Iron to
Yeah.
Gold. There wasn't really much of an Iron to Play scene because every motherfucker was in gold.
hmm
Um, but you had, AGC Dusk, which had Griff, right? You had at one point S69, which had like me in the mid lane, and then you
hmm
on Supernovas, and it was like there was an actual like battle to win, and teams could take
Yeah.
games off other teams.
It wouldn't be every week it's one team winning.
Yeah. Or it's just this one like powerhouse kind of like Division 2 has been, right?
Yeah.
It was a lot more, if this team was firing on the day, why are you gonna lose to them?
hmm
Uh but now it's more there's one huge team and then the rest are kinda falling
They're
away.
battling for fourth place or whatever.
Yeah, which is really bad for the competitiveness because
Oh yeah, 100%, because it makes people not want to play.
well watch, right?
Yeah.
I didn't watch TNS in the finals. I knew what was gonna fucking happen to them, like happened to Era White, and
hmm
the mid laner got camped and ran it down.
I mean, TNS are really like, I love them. Don't get me wrong. I'm friends with all of them, but like, they have one playstyle, mid 2v2, and
Yeah,
then rotate that. If you play against that, you win.
yeah, you just play back, right?
hmm
Um,
You just play different angles. You play for bot lane instead or top lane.
yeah, if you apply the pressure in the different role, then they can't just look to punish you. They're gonna have to adapt to your style, which they
Yeah,
never they
and
never
then
got forced
they're on the
into.
back foot because they don't understand how to play that style.
Yeah,
They're really not hard to beat. Like, if any of the teams realize this, like, I guarantee they would have taken a couple more games than they did off them.
I
Like,
mean, I think it was. I don't know if this was like this roster of TNS. But I remember, I think it was like a lit team tournament. I was subbing for Sonic Boom at the time, because I think their mid laner had
Vic,
just hit Diamond or something. Nah, it
you
was
mean
like
Evict?
nah, it was lit team. Lit team was doing tournaments or some
Oh,
shit.
okay.
This is
I
before
didn't know that
Evict
one.
popped up, and we ended up matching them in like a best of three in the finals.
hmm
And we even took a game off them with me and fucking Lubu as the mid jungle 2v2. Now, I wasn't a stellar player. I would I'd make the case even now. It's a bit rough when I play into Box Killer plus Ring Reese. Box Killer's fucking third summon spell because he's always there. But we got a game. And
Yeah.
now we did have, Manu and, Tyran
Yeah,
playing.
Tyran is Masters now, which is good for him.
Yeah, it's very weird how that happens very, very soon after leaving Iron Plat, but we won't throw shade at that part. So now you mentioned you started in Thunder Crown.
Yep.
I don't remember this personally because we're talking 3 years back, if not
Yeah.
somewhere like that. You
As I
mentioned
said, I
I
only remember
played.
it because my friend said I couldn't do anything,
Yeah.
and he said go here. Probably the best chance you've got of getting on any team because he thought I was bad. Because when I first started playing League, this guy he said that I'd never get out of silver.
What a toxic friend.
I'm not friends with him anymore.
I wouldn't be either.
But then I proved it wrong, and in a year and a half, I was like diamond. So
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I remember you saying like not too long ago that that's where you met me on a Fun the
hmm
Crown's team, and you said I was playing jungle. Now,
you're
my
lacing one trick.
I I played a lot of Lee Sin. Played as a bit of a stretch, right? It
Yeah,
was more I was running around.
you were running around trying to insect people, but like missing your flash,
Yeah, I'd
which I
like
thought
flash
was
on the spot.
impossible.
It was great fun.
It was bad to watch.
Yeah, but like looking back, if I had a highlight reel of those games, I'd be fucking laughing myself to sleep about how
Yeah,
bad I was.
yeah.
So
But
that's
they
why,
forced me to play ADC, so I was playing shit like Yasuo ADC perma.
yeah, because that was Dark Nova's org, right?
Yeah, whoever the fuck that is.
Yeah, it was like a Time Kench one trick, I think.
Yeah,
And then apparently they had hit diamond before, but played like a silver every fucking game.
I found out they got boosted by my boy Mason.
Ah, of course they were boosted. Everybody's boosted, Shuri's boosted. Fucking everybody else is getting boosted. Why is no one hitting me up to boost my account?
I did.
Okay, well, maybe. But if my account suddenly starts playing fucking Akali Zed, someone's gonna be like, yo, Envy, you don't have hands to play those. You play Malzahar.
I play no hands champs too. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, hands are
I got
overrated.
I got out of Thundercrown hella quick though. It was a really bad org.
I think I did too.
Yeah, but I will say though, I did meet a friend that did like my Twitch graphics and shit.
Yeah.
Name's Rangorax at the time, but now it's like Dipper OCE.
I think I know who that is. I recognize that name.
Yeah,
I mean, it's always great to build new relationships, right?
hmm
I
yeah,
think the OC in-house server, is how I met Nay,
yeah.
right?
I met Nate through through Supernovas.
Yeah. And you build those connections. Me and Griff go back to the days where I was his third summoner spell, playing Jarvan
hmm
every game. They wouldn't let me play Lee
Yeah,
Sin.
yeah. I
I
remember
can.
that.
It was great, eh? I had
hmm
fucking bang bang up my ass and comms every fucking 45 seconds.
Bang Bang was like an asshole apparently.
Bro, he was. Like, he might have been
I
like
never
one of
played with
the.
him, but
He might have been like one of the best AD carries at the time. But he was a right cunt.
yeah,
Because.
I remember Rose playing with Rose
Yeah.
and Bang Bang messaging her after the game saying shit, and I'm like, bro, he's shit. Leave him alone. Like,
Yeah.
stop.
Uh, I remember one game. We're gonna go on a little side tangent about Bang Bang because why not?
hmm
I so I was playing Jarvan as I had pretty much one trick because everyone's banning Griff's champion pool
Yeah,
because you kind of had to. At the time, you had to pick your poison of what he was gonna beat you with. So a lot of times people would get rid of I think it was like Ari and Nivea
LeBlanc
bans back then.
and Nivea.
Yeah, so like you're
I
picking
remember.
you're picking whichever champion you want to play into, right? Because
Yeah.
you know it's coming. So I got my hands on Jarvan every single game,
Yeah.
and I pretty much did the same path. I would start top side regardless of which side I was on,
Yeah.
and then I would just EQ over the fucking Baron wall and just look to free buff.
Yeah.
And then that way, with the like ward I'd get down, would also have vision of the enemy jungler when they go up
Yeah.
to it, so you can kind of like track at the
Tell
same
where they're
time.
going. Yeah. It's jungle
And
tracking
then
101.
and then I will
Yeah.
I might end up like running mid, blowing their flash, and then well, it turns out Griff just fucking wins his lane even harder now because
Yeah.
the enemy mid lane is flashless. And I remember one time, Bang Bang and Triggered lost the 2v2 and died.
Mhm.
I had invaded, picked up 2 camps,
Mhm.
and blown flash mid, and all I hear is, "Jungler, can you do something?"
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, you are not the carry on the team. It's like playing around the shit silver player when you got like a plat top laner or something. It's like,
Yeah. It
bro,
makes no sense playing for that side.
no, it makes no sense. And
Yeah.
then we ended up, kind of reuniting on Room Renegades, which was a
Ah,
bit.
yeah.
It was, yeah, that org, that fucking org, and I played an
I was
event
on
with
that for a
him,
little bit.
and I was streaming the game, and I had some people in the org like watching.
Mhm.
They counted the amount of times Bang Bang told me to go in. I ended the
Yep.
game with like 12 deaths. And it turns out 11 of my deaths were because I was following Bang Bang's call. And he called me
Yep.
out for feeding at the end of the game.
I see.
And so I was kind of like, bro, I shouldn't just should not listen to him anymore.
You should tell him to play jungle instead.
Uh, isn't there a clip of him like running straight under the tower playing jungle?
Yep.
It was fucking Bang Bang players. So, speaking of Room Renegades, you also, when you played on Supernovas, you had a teammate called MSI Mouse PK.
Yeah.
Now, I've spoken to him in the past, and he said he was the brains of Supernovas.
I can just tell you that was completely incorrect.
You didn't rate his mind for the game?
Alright. Alright. He thought him being weak side means that he needs ganks. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to go any further because I don't want to flame him. Like, I don't want to flame him because I think he's got, like, autism. And I think it's bad if I flame
What?
somebody with autism.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I understand that because I got kicked from Room Renegades for I was arguably the best player on the team because the roster was like always changing and like there was always like a rotating jungler and normally the jungler was like silver 4 or some shit. Um, so I know how like Griff felt when he had to play with me because it's horrible when
Oh, yeah, it is.
when you have to micromanage your jungler and like he's just not up to the same level, so you have to do like even more work in the game to fucking try and do anything. It's just so
It's like
bad.
playing 2 champions on one computer.
Yeah. And you don't actually get to focus on your own laning phase because you're too busy trying to fucking help him. And so you both just end up losing because that's how it works.
Yeah, and then the
And
game's kind of doomed.
yeah, so this is around the time of BSV Tesla League.
Yep. I didn't play that. Oh, did I?
Um,
I think I did.
you might have played TF3 with
Maybe.
or was it Tier 4?
I have no idea, to be honest. It was so long time ago.
Yeah. I know WKW, which the one that Nova was on, won Division 4,
I
which
didn't
was,
play that one then.
yeah. So TFT had just came out, right? Now
Oh, no, I did play it then if TFT came out.
yeah, I had been playing a bit of TFT on like PBE, and like I'd been
Yep.
like talking about it. I had MSI tell me it was shit, and I should stop playing it. I gotta practice for the event because like we were like gung ho on winning it because we had on paper we had like an above average team.
Yeah, 100%.
And I kid you not, TFT came out on live server. MSI
Oh,
didn't
and
play a single
he's
game of
double
fucking League.
standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. This is the time that I was playing with him as well, because a little bit beforehand I was on his team until I hit
Yeah.
diamond, and he was asking if I could play, and I'm like, sure. Are you gonna be there? And he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's not there, and I find out he's playing TFT on a Smurf.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible, right?
I'm like, alright, dude. I'm just never gonna feel for you again.
And I kid you not, I ended up getting like this huge ass paragraph about because I don't want to say I'm a troll, but
You're a
I'm
troll.
always okay. I'm like the high spirits guy, you know. I'm the one flaming like jokingly in comms
Yeah, yeah.
instead of like stone cold serious. No one talks unless they have information because I just find that's very fucking
AIDS.
it's too serious, right? Because then
It is,
if you
yeah.
make a mistake, then someone's gonna be like, ah, fuck, I fucked up, and then they're just gonna play even worse.
Yeah, 100%. They'll just get scared and worried.
Yeah. Whereas you know, if let's say my jungler dies and I have a very good relationship with them, I was like, motherfucker, how you die there? And like we're kind of like playing it off. He's gonna feel like
Yeah,
less bad about it,
exactly. Exactly.
and that's kind of the way I try to roll inside the game.
Yeah.
And he pretty much said that I was gone from the team, and the community perceptive was those motherfuckers were like my shackles at
Yeah.
the time, which they were.
A
Once
little bit,
Quilo
yeah.
and Jelly went and hit plat, I had
I love
fucking
those motherfuckers.
yeah, they were good blokes. I like Riffy came in and Riffy was that good, but I always found he didn't have like the instinct of like
Yeah.
a let's say the you know like an Uzi or a double lift. He's not gonna carry the game. He's
Yeah.
gonna be serviceable, but I think
So when I
if
played with him, I stuck him on Ash.
yeah, and I myself as a mid laner, I needed someone who had that instinct, and
Yeah.
like even now I still need it
Yeah, because you're a
because
Malzahar player.
yeah, if I can't play my supportive picks if he can't carry the game
Yeah.
because it's not
Filth.
yeah. Um, and so like I was pissed, but I was also like laughing at the same time about it because it was just MSI being a fucking crackhead.
Yeah. Hey, you
And
can't bully him. He's autistic. Leave him alone.
that's not bullying. I called him a crackhead.
Yeah, but that's calling an autistic kid a crackhead. That's just wrong.
I also think because once we got fucking Riffy, I think we also got Aquagon.
I think so, yeah.
And like at like my team's doomed from that point onwards.
A little bit, yeah.
And
Bear
there's
was good
a
at Silver and Mundo.
yeah, there was this point in Tesliver, and I still remember this because this still pisses me off. Fuck you, Keratox. So a couple teams had pulled out of Division 4.
Yeah.
So at the end, right, because it was you know top 6 teams make it through, and we were in a fucking tie for sixth place.
Yeah.
I think it was like 5, 6, and 7 were like all like tied together on the same amount, which means we could get fifth seed or sixth seed. They dropped it down to 4 teams because like 2 teams had like left at like towards the end
Oh,
of
so
group
it
stage.
cucked you completely out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and to this day, because this is like the Quilo Jelly roster, I still think we could have made a run for it.
Probably.
Because I think it went to like best of series after that, after the group
Yeah.
stage. And you know, I was very bad back then. I was very fucking like I was gonna flip the coin, and one game I might be, you know, doing well. The next game I'm gonna fucking run it down.
What's changed?
Bro, I'm a lot more consistent now when I play tournament.
Alright, I'll give
Unless
you
I get
that. I'll
camped.
give you that. I'll
Unless I
give you
get
that.
camped. When we get camped, it's fucking rough.
Nah, there's just some people you seem to have a mental deficiency against.
It's not you, can't you suck?
I don't play in the fucking games, bro.
Yeah, because I whooped you
Of course
last
it's
time.
not me.
Because I whooped you last time.
Oh, because I'm diamond, you twit.
Do I have to pull up the screenshot?
Of what, me being colorblind?
Look, mate, let's not. You don't. That's not an excuse,
Or what, not being able to see an entire ability?
bro. At the time I
Games
felt
get
bad
remade.
for that,
Games get remade, bro, because of that. I don't give a
bro.
fuck at the end of the day, bro.
Yeah, your teammates did.
I still don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Your teammates went in on me. How dare you? How dare you play a skin he can't see? And it's like, motherfucker, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Because like when you just like randomly died in the middle of lane, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I looked like a bot, bro.
Yeah. I was laughing and shit, and then you tell me after the game, and your teammate goes in on me, and I'm like, my
Yeah,
bad.
because like I wasn't gonna force a remake from me not telling anyone that I'm colorblind except for
Yeah.
my own team. Like,
Yes, he's like, oh, this cringe cunt playing LeBlanc and playing the skin he can't see.
nah, but
Yes.
I told Tyler, don't, give him the win, don't take it off of him,
Yeah. Oh,
because
bro,
like
Tyler would have taken
it's
it
fair
from
and
me.
square. But Tyler
Yeah.
took it away.
Did he? Of
Yeah,
course he did.
he took it away and made it two game, like made the second game the only game that counted. And
Yeah,
when we
it's
won that because I was forced on Cassidy.
yeah, it
Remember
was a
that?
rough
They
time.
forced me
Yeah,
on Cassidy.
yeah, I don't know why, but yeah,
Yeah, it was
because
like a really good pick, but I didn't want it.
yeah, I think at the time I didn't have the power to like punish people as like I could now, right?
No, you're playing Swain mid, bro, so like you couldn't punish me anyway.
Ah, Swain mid. Oh, we don't like that. I don't
It
think I've
was
played
like
it since.
the most useless thing in the world.
Yeah, was I playing on Room Renegades?
I have no idea, bro.
I
I
think
just remember you playing Swain mid,
I
and I
think
was
I
playing
was.
Cassidy, and I
I
killed you level 3.
That happens sometimes, right? I
Yeah.
was I used too much of my energy in that first game.
Yeah.
That
Sucks
we
that I just walked it a bit.
Yeah, it does. It happens sometimes, right?
Yeah. Speaking of LeBlanc, Griff was the only LeBlanc I respected. Every time we
Oh,
versed
you didn't
them,
respect mine?
no, because your LeBlanc was beatable.
Yeah.
I think I could only ever go even with Griff's LeBlanc.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the only ban I ever did against him. I always told every team that I played with,
Ban
only
LeBlanc?
ban the Blanc from Griff,
Yeah.
and then nothing else from him, and then I can beat him.
Yeah,
Because like he's the only person that actually fought in lane.
yeah,
Everyone else likes to sit and hit the minions, and I'm like, oh, I want to fight you, bro. Fight me.
it's a weird one, right? Because since we're both mid mains, we can kind of touch on this. Back in, I think it was season 6, right? As I was coming into like the BSV type era, I
Yeah.
used to play old Katarina, old Akali, fucking Diana mid. I was like playing a shit ton of Fizz, LeBlanc, Ari. I was playing all the assassins, and as you slowly start to play competitive, it's like, oh fuck, I have to play Oriana. Oh, Malzahar is very good in fives. Oh, Cassiopeia is pretty good too. And you kind of like, I started to fucking drop all the assassins
Yeah.
just because if you don't win the lane, the assassin's not as useful.
Yeah.
And so I think that's where, at least to me, the narrative of fuck Envy, you can only play control mages has come from, because I've been doing it for so long.
Yeah, you just kind of forgot how to play the style.
Yeah, or like no one thinks I can play the style, right?
Yeah, I didn't join comp till mid season 7 because season 6 I started playing the game,
Yeah,
and I didn't play old cat. I didn't play old anything really. Played Aatrox and old Akali, and that was it.
yeah, I loved older Kali.
I used to play a jungle.
Yeah, because you had
Same with Aatrox.
the smite was better, right? You had like the triple options, and then one would like AoE smite the camp, which made pretty
Yeah,
much everything jungleable.
yeah, pretty much.
Because I think blue and red
Plus
also
Soraka could
had,
jungle.
yeah, everything could jungle back then. It was a great game. And then they had to go and fuck everything again. So
Yeah.
moving into probably the next topic,
What topic?
right? Oh, why is my fucking Streamlabs
Like,
froze?
are we talking about like old teams or what? Because like this, we literally only talked about MSI just then,
Yeah,
and
it's
like,
fucking great. We're,
yeah,
we're fucking going into it. I think my fucking Streamlabs is like crashed on me.
Okay, so you're a pig.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Right. So moving on, Jacob. Let's talk about one of your more recent previous team. So in
Okay.
the BSV circuit, you played with the God Squad, so to
God,
speak.
what?
You
What do you
had
mean?
Neymar,
Oh, wait, are you talking about the most recent circuit?
Paroa.
Or are you talking about HF?
I'm talking about this one,
Okay.
the most recent. You had Neymar, Paroa, some guy called Houdini, who I think you guys just got out of a fucking trash can.
Nah, he's my mate.
I spell his a lot. And Gryffindor,
Yeah.
plus Akami sometimes.
Yeah, Kami had school, so he just came when he can.
Yeah. So we're gonna start with, I think it was the opening game, right? And
Just the win trade.
Neymar's decided to just run it down on Paroa. You know, Paroa must have pissed him
Yeah.
off during the day, and Neymar's like, I'm going in, and
This is
going
when I was
in,
jungle, eh?
and going, yeah, and it made you look
Yeah.
bad.
Nah, bro, dead ass. First game one and game two. Apparently, I was playing like really good according to some people. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna name names because I remember they didn't want their name out. But anyway, um, and then they didn't know anyone on my team. They just knew me, and they said, and I quote, "Yo, this Alistair is kind of trolling you. I think he's dog shit. Where'd you find him?"
And that's your team captain.
Yeah. So I ended up telling that person, well, he's my friend. He's normally not this bad, but I think he developed autism overnight.
Yeah. Look,
So he turned into MSI for a day, pretty
he
much.
turned into MSI for a day.
Yeah.
I feel bad to MSI now. We're being
No,
mean to him
obviously
still.
we'll drop that.
Oh, just like he
Can
was
only
dropped.
attack somebody, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how else do you think the autism developed if he wasn't dropped?
Oh.
Okay, but like
God
you
damn
made
it,
me do
Jacob.
that.
Bro,
Yeah.
you did hear me say that, right?
Yeah, I did hear the
Yeah.
drop. That's why I had to do that.
Uh,
Yeah.
God damn. So
Yeah, look.
after the first couple games, right? It went
Mhm.
from, because I believe Gakami played top lane in the first game.
Yes, with me jungle.
Because Houdini was unavailable, I would imagine.
Houdini wasn't actually on our roster
Ah, okay, yes,
at the
yes.
time. He was in week 2.
Yeah. And then you bring in Houdini. Griff gets kicked up to top lane.
He wanted to play top
He
originally.
wanted to play top. Okay.
Yeah.
Motherfucker didn't want to play top for my team, but it's whatever. And then you're playing mid, and you got
Yeah.
Paroa, Neymar bot
Name my
lane.
bot. Yeah.
Now, I heard a story that you guys were taking weeks of who was griefing Griff.
Yeah.
And I think week 2 was yours, was it not?
Week 2 was technically, well, we weren't actually trying to do the grief weeks, but week 2 I was drinking the night before because obviously I'm in
Oh,
lockdown.
no.
So I was playing drinking games with friends, and I ended up having like 2 full bottles, like pretty decent bottles of alcohol, and like I think it was like 23 standard drinks.
Oh, that's a bit.
So I woke up about 30 minutes before the tourney, like with a massive headache.
Yeah.
So I just didn't want to be there, but I played, and I kind of played Pantheon and was told I played like a silver player. So I was like, oh, my bad, sorry, I played like Envy.
Hang on. I
I
was
mean,
gold at
what?
the
What?
time. What the fuck?
I mean, what? What?
I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
I was at least a gold player then. Come on.
Yeah, maybe.
But it was fun watching you guys just lose games and
Yeah,
win
it's
some
fun as
games.
fuck watching us. Because,
And
like, we don't
then
care. We'll just do whatever.
you guys went into the bracket, right?
Yeah.
And on my podcast, when I was talking to Jip and Nay, all three of us, obviously Nay's a bit biased because he was on the team, all three of
Yeah.
us said that Stop Asian Hate would beat Team Cerberus 2-0.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then you fuckers lost.
Yeah. Do you know why?
How come?
Like, this is gonna sound obviously like pretty bad because, like, it's gonna sound cocky for one because they beat us in the game, but we sort of just didn't want to wait 6 weeks to get $20. You know what I mean? So we kind of just had a little bit of fun.
And ran it down.
A little bit, yeah.
Cause what was there was I think it was you guys. You guys won game one, did you not?
Yeah, we hard crushed game one. Like hard crushed game one.
Was it a hard crush? I'm
Wait,
trying
no, that
to.
was the
They
first
they
time.
griefed it,
No,
right?
no, 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 no. No, they won both games. Yeah, they played Zillion mid and no, Arcade. That one was Viego mid.
Yeah, because it went to 3 games, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I think they lost game one and then won the next 2.
In that pussy hole went fucking supports mid every game. Like
Yeah,
it's,
it was a bit
they
cringe.
fucking 5 banned me every game, and then they pick support mid, so I
Yeah,
actually can't
though
interact with him.
it's kind of cringe, right?
Yeah, I was like, bro, he's masters. Surely he could do something, right? He's a LeBlanc one trick. I gave him
Bro,
LeBlanc,
yeah,
and he
fucking
was shit at
smaze.
it.
But Pereira just couldn't carry on his one trick. The
He's
Israel pick.
legitimately. Alright, He's not a one trick of fucking Ezreal. He's a Vayne main.
Bro, I'm just saying, someone told me he was a Israel one trick.
No, he's a Vayne one trick, bro.
It was funny though, because the moment they won, it was like, oh fuck. And then because I did an interview with Flinch afterwards, and that's how like the Israel one trick came about, right?
Yeah,
And Flinch had already said he was 85% better than all the other ADs.
yeah.
On like the episode of Sitdown that I did with him.
I disagree with that
And
quite hard,
then
but
so we made like a little bet, right? Now obviously I'm in favor, like I had the better odds because TNS was still in the bracket.
yeah.
Plus I actually did think Arrow White was a better team than them.
Oh, they are.
Well, I mean they proved it, right? When they whooped them.
Yeah,
And so Flinch is like, we'll win, Team Superboost will win. And I was like, yo, bet. So 2 liters of milk challenge.
yep.
Um, I've yet to message Flinch about him having to do it because obviously they lost.
Yeah.
And they didn't even make it to the finals, which was fucking hilarious
I
because
knew they weren't, bro. They would have lost to us if we gave a little bit more of a fuck.
and so it just went downhill for them. And then, last night TNS just fucking gave Era the fucking beating. I see Box Killer was playing Malzahar.
Yeah.
Even though I told my boy Vigi he had to play at top lane. I'm a bit sad he didn't.
I love Iggy. He's handsome.
Sometimes. Sometimes handsome.
He's always handsome. Don't you dare.
So,
Don't you
talking
fucking.
about the circuit,
Yep.
we're gonna transition to what you do now, right? And at the moment, you are a Division 3 WKW Alpha coach.
Yeah.
So we'll start by how you acquired this role.
Well, they joined the org, and Nova was obviously coaching academy at the time,
Yeah.
and Nova wanted to coach both teams. I'm like, huh. In my head, I was like, all right, that's gonna put him on a much fuller plate because he got work and shit too. So I know it's not gonna end well. So I just like made it look like I was desperate to coach,
Yeah.
and I just like begged him, like, can I coach him? Can I coach him? And then I asked Jeff, and he was like, yeah, don't mind, yeah. And then here we are.
And here we are.
And then I
One
coach
Syndra
him.
top lane game later.
What do you mean central top? What?
Do you not remember that game? I was told about this because I'm pretty sure it was on
Yeah,
stream.
yeah,
You swapped the Syndra into the Ornn and then GBA got solo killed.
yeah. But that's because like G-Bed didn't. I kind of told him when there was 5 seconds left, so he couldn't really change his runes and shit,
Yeah.
which is my fault. I won't lie, but like, fuck you. Like, suck it up, don't die.
Suck it up, Buttercup, right? Just
Yeah, don't die. Like, because obviously the game, they'll win the game. You put Kled into fucking Silas, and the Silas is just gonna turbo it like he
yeah.
did.
Yeah, it was rough
Plus,
for
I don't know,
Silas.
that guy's kind of retarded, dude. Like, I don't know who the player is, but
Yeah.
my main man eat forward into a Kled level 1, and he thinks he's gonna win. I
Yeah,
swear he's got brains like Down syndrome.
it's a bit bad, right? Because was Cled running Ignite? Because he was
No,
going mid?
I think so. Wait,
I think he
I
might
think he
have.
took. He might have. He might have. Regardless, it's just horrible for Silas.
Yeah, yeah. The lane's just unplayable because of
Yeah.
grievous wounds on the Q, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Plus, Silas can't do enough damage to
dismount him.
down him off mount and then kill him after it.
Yeah, yeah. It's a rough lane. It's the same with like Yone into Silas and fucking Jace as well, right? Because Jace just fucking outfucks him in the early levels because
Yeah.
you just kill Silas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yone's not that bad into it, but
I like the lane, right? Because Yone you have like more healing.
it's obviously Yone favored,
Yeah.
but it's definitely winnable for Silas.
Oh yeah, you get the Yone ult, right? You actually get a good ulti in the lane.
Yeah.
Whereas Jace, you get fuck all. You get the hammer.
Yeah. Well, Silas gets the ranged form.
Oh, he gets the ranged form. He doesn't even
Yeah.
get melee. Oh damn, dude.
Yeah.
But it's a bit rough, right? So
Yeah.
I want to bring up Kraken Sapphire because I actually haven't spoken about this. They
Yeah.
they basically will refresh your memory. Number one seed coming out of the group stage.
Yeah.
They had
Were they?
they were number one seed. They technically went like 9-1, but the game that they lost was against Defiance.
Yeah.
So I think that they ended up getting like the free win. So I think they actually technically went undefeated.
Yeah. Because Defiance had a pedophile as their support and a Smurf as their ADC.
Okay.
What?
Yes, they may have. I don't know any of these players. Right from
It was
Defiance.
Primal and Vincent Jr. Or
Okay.
Vincenzo, or whatever.
Vincenza, yeah, who I ended up getting a massive paragraph from him at one point, but
Yeah.
about me being defensive or some shit, because it's
Yeah.
a long story.
But I mean, he's defensive enough to care about playing in Iron to Gold
Yeah,
when he's literally got multiple accounts masters.
yeah, well,
Yeah, cool, dude. Cool. I hope you and your pedophile have fun.
okay. So
What? I like
it
hate
was-
his guts, bro.
I'm okay. Look, I never said anything.
Yeah, look.
So
That-
we
that-
ended up.
Yeah.
We,
FF.
we ended up so they grabbed the sub mid laner, right? Because Lauder, from what I was told, was unable to play some of the games.
Yeah.
And they picked up Danger, I think was
Yeah.
his name. Now
I think it was, yeah.
from sources, they allegedly, right? Because I'm not outing people if I don't actually know. Allegedly, they had tried to use Jokes One, who was like the same person, but was told that they couldn't.
Yeah, it is the same person, by the way. But yeah.
And so once it was found out that that is who that was, and it's the weirdest thing because they used a Smurf against the 8th fucking seed.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you could play that 4v5 and still win.
Legit,
Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry, but below zero was just below standard.
Below trash.
Yeah, they weren't even a team to fucking worry about. You could have
Yeah.
rocked up half drunk the entire team and still win the
I
series.
probably could have beaten them while being that drunk
Yeah.
that I was.
Because I once played. Now this was their like previous roster when they had like Bucking playing mid. I think Bucking was playing support, but this is before like he left the team. I had an Iron 2 top laner. Now I had Dusty playing jungle, who he's hit plat before, right? But he's like a gold 2 like Udyr kind of one trick. I was playing mid, and then I had 2 silvers bot lane. And my AD carry was a Garen main, so they ended up playing Garen Yuumi bot lane. I got
Big.
17 kills in that game, and carried a bunch of fucking shitters past him.
Yeah.
And then obviously I then went into fucking storm wolves, and my top laner got camped, and next thing you know, the Iron player is 0-12.
Yeah.
And there's
Look,
nothing you can
was
do.
he a legit Iron or what?
Nah, he was bad. Like,
Okay.
I hadn't seen that level of bad before outside of G-Bear. Okay, like...
G-Bear beats you every time he's versus you,
That's a
don't lie.
fucking lie. I have a clip. Fuck you.
Is it the clip of me flash predicting you again?
No, we don't talk about that one. That clip never existed to anyone.
I still have it.
I know you do. You tweeted it. Or I tweeted it. Someone
Yeah.
tweeted it.
It was you.
it was me. Look, it was great.
Yep.
But back on topic, right? So Kraken Sapphire, I had touted them as the team that was gonna win Division 3.
Yep.
Now obviously I didn't account for them getting DQ'd because they had a
They
fucking
got
Smurf.
DQ'd. Oh yeah, because of
They
jokes.
yeah, they ended up getting DQ'd from the bracket. And so Below Zero ended up moving forward and
Oh, they got wiped, bro.
they yeah, it, it wasn't even fun by the fucking looks of things. And I really would have loved to have seen that matchup. Sapphire versus WKW because I don't think Shiny was playing when they had that matchup in the group stage.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was Sparky, Maddie, bot lane.
Yeah. Which, no offense to Maddie, but I do think Shiny Sparky is a much better lane.
It is, but
Um,
like that's obviously because they've had like that much more time to practice
yeah,
together.
they've been together for like 2.5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I do think Sparky was pretty good on AD, right?
Yeah, he
I
was.
just think the synergy between the two was that much higher. And now, Kaneki, Soul Elixir was Kraken Sapphire's bot lane.
I mean, Solo X is a bit of an FF moment.
Okay, but remember we're talking like basically iron to gold plat 4 players, right? Which
Yeah,
means
yeah, but like
like you
still,
could have a worse player on your team.
I highly doubt that, but yeah,
And I basically had said that Jip was gonna get out jungled by Sama,
yeah,
right? Because I had high praises for the guy. Now, after I'd seen what fucking Defiance did to them, I was like, yo, this fucking top lane is shit. Like, I'm sorry,
yep,
Shrexy, but you were running it in that game. And then they started looking good into everybody else, and Defiance got DQ'd, and it's like, yo, I could be a fucking legend, and my prediction can come true, you know?
yeah,
And then turns out they got DQ'd, and it's like, bro, where's
unlucky.
now all the fun in the bracket's gone,
They got
right?
DQ'd because of Serath. He like
Yeah,
found he's a fucking Smurf detector, bro.
bro, imagine, right?
It's fucking nutty.
The motherfucker who used to set gold on fucking supernovas.
True.
There's a lot of sandbaggers back then, but except for me, I was a good boy.
You was
I
just shit.
I couldn't even get into fucking gold at the time.
Yep. Still can't apparently.
What do you mean I'm plat cunt?
Yeah,
Oh,
but you're not in gold then.
I'll drop right back right now.
Do it.
Tonight. This is not fucking because I'll then get the memes and the messages of I couldn't even stay gold for 2 months, plat for 2 months. Got him.
Yeah, but then you can just be like, yeah, at least I can get plat without having to play one champion over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's kind of cringe, right? I
Imagine
don't,
being a Vlad one trick,
bro.
not
You
it being
wanna
at least D1. Like what?
you wanna hear something funny? Because I know you're referring to Snooker.
Yeah, sure.
He hit diamond, right? And I was one of the first people he fucking DM'd,
That's
and
sad.
which means I'm living fucking rent free in his head,
Yeah.
right? And I don't think he's ever won a tournament game against me, which is kind of like where it actually matters. Like I
Has
don't
he
give
ever
a,
won a game before? Like
I think he's won a tournament, but I think it was like a
he's
weekly.
like dog shit. I versed him before, and he's like literally dog shit.
Yeah, he just flips games, right?
I even gave him Vlad, bro, and it was the worst Vlad player I think I've seen in a long time.
Yo, that's rough. But
No, like genuinely, he couldn't even auto space properly. Like he wouldn't even go to Raptors to heal after losing a trade. He'd
yeah,
just sit in lane and let me put my dick down his throat.
he's underage, right?
I now do, so I retract that statement. But still, like
You know that's staying in the video, right?
you can keep that if you want. I don't care. But obviously, it's a metaphor for like his shit.
It's a metaphor, yeah,
For
metaphor,
his
metaphor.
shit, yeah. And that like a boa constrictor could like, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Because I think this is before he started playing Vlad. Um, Now this is going back ages. This is
Well,
like
when he
the
was hard
end.
stuck silver.
No, he was gold at the time. I'm pretty sure. I think he was like gold 1. Like he was still higher elo than me in solo queue.
I don't
And
remember him being anything more than piss.
I I played him in a tournament game. Now this is before I like actually knew who the fuck he was. But I had just been like hanging out with MCOM, and I think Alpha had just moved to MCOM at the
Yeah.
time, and so like I was hanging around, and we played their team. Like it was a bunch of like people from their org and like a free agents team,
Yeah.
and it's in like one of my like videos, because I clipped like the entire night from the official broadcast.
Yeah.
He got his team got throttled by, Hirogi Trashcan, me, Arcane, and Nay,
Yeah.
which was, the God Squad at the time. Even though,
Yeah.
people say
What's
what they
kind of
want to
a
say
god
about
squad?
me. And I was playing Diana into his Syndra, and he just fucking, he's even on farm, which he should be, because of, obviously, melee versus range. He has more lane
Yeah.
pro until I can kill him at 6,
Yeah.
you know? And we were kind of griefing because we put Hirogi on Yasuo,
Lol.
and he got fucking first blooded by Ornn. It's like, bro, we played like a knock-up comp and Vayne. Just for fun. Because that's what
You
we
got
used to
first
do back
blooded by
then.
a Braum.
Ornn.
Orn. Okay.
The top lane. The fucking
Yeah.
assassin,
Yeah.
marksman, whatever Alice
Mage,
named them, yeah.
warlock,
Yeah.
fucking yeah, whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah. Right. Back on topic of Div 3.
Yeah.
So, WKW Alpha played below zero in a very, very fucking shit game to watch. Then you had to wait a week to play the next game.
Yeah.
And, what a waste of a fucking week. You're like,
I
oh,
know,
guys.
right?
You're like, oh, we have to prep for below zero. Let's try our hardest, boys.
yeah. Like,
They
oh
could
my
have
god, guys! Like,
eighth
let's play
place
close to the
team.
finals.
And then Blackhawks played Gogoro Yodong Fortress.
Come group, yeah.
Okay, I'm not responding to that.
What?
And it was a very close series, right? I would say
yeah,
it was
but
very close.
yeah, but you got coach gapped.
I was the coach, dickhead.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, fuck you. I did the drafts, and my drafts were pretty good.
Not
It's it
okay. I
just
disagree a little bit,
it
but
just
yeah.
it just sucks that Flame couldn't actually do what he needed to do. Sorry,
Okay.
mate, but you should have built Demonic, your dog. Uh, but he just didn't have the like. What do you, in terms of, actually, I want to know your opinion on this. Silas versus Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia just shits down Silas's throat, right?
If the Cassiopeia is good, yes.
Would you argue that Brinny versus Flame, he should be just leaving the Cassiopeia open? Right? Like, he should be leaving the Silas open and taking the Cassiopeia lane?
I've never versed Brenny, but like, alright, give me an example. How does he match up against you? Because I versed you, so I know
Brinny,
roughly.
I haven't actually played into Brinny before.
Okay. Give him an example into G-Bear.
Into G-Bear. G-Bear Silas. Like, let's say
Like,
my
in
Cassiopeia
terms of
versus G.
skill level. Like, I don't care what the champs are, but in terms of skill
Okay.
level.
Skill level, I think G-Bear takes him. Not by much, it depends on
Not by
matchup.
much. Alright, if
Yeah.
it's not by much, then I actually think Brenny would win then. The Silas
The Silas
Cassia.
lane?
Yeah. I've
Okay.
versed Flame, like, quite a few times. And, like, G-Bear can at least hold his own against me.
Yeah.
Where, like, G-Bear can hold his own against, like, pretty much everyone in the tourney. Like, even orphans and shit. Where, like, Flame probably would just get dumpstered. I'll be honest. Like,
Yeah,
he's probably
fair.
get dumpstered.
Uh,
Like,
the team was just unwilling to let it through, right?
yeah. Yeah,
Um,
like, I'm gonna expose orphans here. I like him, don't get me wrong. But I
he,
made him rage quit a scrim.
oh, goddamn.
Because I was playing an account called Hogan, obviously. But, yeah, kind of like, I was bored and a little drunk, so I was typing.
Yeah.
I
Alright,
kind of
one
tilted
of,
him.
one of those scrims, right? The
Yeah, yeah.
fucking,
And I was like, alright, I want to play in Iron the Gold for some reason.
yeah.
And then I ended up making him go like 0-10 and he AFK'd.
Yeah, it's kind of an orphan thing to do, right?
Yeah, but like, if he got dominated by me and like GVEC can like go even against me, well,
I
even as can be.
I want to give a double-edged sword to that, right? I think
Hmm.
they play kind of different styles.
They do, yeah. I will admit they play different styles, but
like even like my lane into GB, right? If we're talking no jungle assistance, it'll go depending on matchup is how it will matter,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
A lot of the time, now I mean no disrespect to GB when he finally listens to this, he gets bailed out by the fact that Shiny has 4 or 5 kills.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just
No, I disagree. Because there's some
I
games that he actually does genuinely just carry. Like
yeah,
the Akali game where he got a penta. Like I know you were shit talking him a bit in Twitch chat, but he
bro,
genuinely carried that series.
bro, they were playing fucking the shit cunts. I don't care.
Yeah, I know they were playing the dogs, but like I've seen him be able to do that into you, and I think of you as a little bit of a puppy.
Okay, fuck off.
What?
I don't think he's done that to me recently.
He has.
Um, hmm,
I'm
hmm.
pretty sure the last time he screamed you when you were playing, he did.
Okay, scrims don't count. I run it down 24/7.
You still ran it down in Tawny, bro.
There's actually a scrim game where I played Irelia. I was drinking, right? And I was
Yeah.
scrimming them and I was playing Irelia. Now, I don't normally like fight in the waves. I would just like farm up on like
Yeah.
one of my scaling champions. I was perma fighting that motherfucker. Like I was just in there and I ended the game at like 0-8 or some shit. Because I
Yeah.
was just perma fighting him and he's like, that's different for Envy. I was like,
Yeah.
yep, I'm going to bed. But
I'm going to
so
bed.
I'm going to bed. It's been a rough
Freak.
day.
Yeah.
let's let's discuss the finals now then,
All right.
because
It's gonna be an alpha diff.
it's going to be an alpha diff.
Yeah. Alpha's gonna win.
You give no praise to any of the boys over at Blackhawk.
Alpha's gonna win. It's all that matters. I
That's
could
all that
shit
matters.
talk. I could shit talk them. I could say whatever, but nothing's gonna come to the fact that Alpha's is gonna win.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, like I could be a bastard and be like, oh, they're all shit. They're all like, but they're obviously not because I got to the finals. But Alpha's just gonna win.
Yeah. I mean, that's a fair point, right? I myself don't really give Blackhawk too much of a chance.
Yeah,
And I think most of the community was under the assumption of whichever team made it through the lower bracket, like the lower bracket is in terms of like the bracket like side,
hmm
not lower bracket as in lower bracket.
yeah,
They were just gonna get crushed by either Kraken Sapphire or the team like Alpha,
yeah,
because it was just there was so much of a like difference. And because no offense to Blackhawk, but they shouldn't have been second seed. If Alpha had their full roster,
If Alpha had their entire roster playing from the beginning, they wouldn't have dropped again.
oh, I think they might still get second seed. I don't think
No.
they get first. I
Unless
think they get
Defiance is
second.
still playing, I think they don't drop a game.
Okay. We'll have to agree to disagree on that one.
Yeah.
I
You know
just
me, bro. I will stand by my boys till they die. I
till
literally don't care what anyone says. I'll just,
hey, look, man,
yeah,
you are entitled to that opinion of yours.
exactly.
It bothers me how they end up seeding the bracket,
It does bother me a little bit too.
because now I've had this like argument in a way with some people where like we're talking about first seed getting selection of who they play,
Yeah,
and I brought up 2016 MSI
yeah,
because it is probably one of like the biggest things. So
it was. Yeah,
NA made it to the finals that year for
they
MSI,
did. Yeah.
but it is because RNG had to play SKT in the semis.
Oh, fucking oath they did, bro. They only made it
Because
that far because they got fucking God side.
yeah,
They got
they got
Light of
Flash
Life.
Wolves, yeah,
Yeah, they got Side
and
of Life.
because of that, the finals was played in the semis instead, which just made it so fucking bad.
Yeah,
Like I'd argue this one, right? In theory, how the bracket should have worked is WKW would still be on the side of Kraken Sapphire,
yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, but
they should be.
it wouldn't be. Actually, no, actually they wouldn't be because they were third seed. It would be fourth seed on that side, which was Was it Storm or was it Academy?
I have no idea, bro.
It
I
was
just know
either.
they're a bunch of pigs. Pig, 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 pig.
Well, whichever team was fourth was fourth should have been on that side of the bracket.
Yeah.
Because in theory, right now, I'm not saying your team would do this, but
Mm-hmm.
if they had have known, fuck, we'll have the hardest matchup in the semis if we're third seed.
Yeah.
Maybe the week or so before, they're like, we'll let all our players have a break. We'll chuck in all our subs, and just
Yeah.
give them a game or two, because it doesn't really matter. You've made it through, and if you get to dodge technically the hardest team, why the fuck wouldn't you take that?
Yeah.
Outside
Exactly.
of outside of competitiveness,
Yeah.
which is why it just really bothered me that there was no like true benefit of being first seed. Like you get to play 8th seed, which is cool and all, but
Eighth seed,
8th
bro.
seed has to play someone,
Yeah,
like
they're gonna lose regardless, man.
yeah. And
Like,
then I like
ugh.
the now someone did tell me it's because low elo people don't really strategize as much as like the higher elos, which it would matter more for. But
Mm-hmm.
if you stylistically play better into the third seed than you do the fourth seed, then you pick the third seed because it's a better matchup for you.
Yeah, that just makes sense.
And I think some people understood that premise, but other people didn't. It's like, well, you shouldn't get the pick. You just play fourth seed. It's like,
Yeah,
bro, what's the benefit of getting first? Just
there's
fucking
literally no benefit. You should get to pick who you guys out of third and
yeah.
fourth. Like,
Obviously you can't pick second seed because that would be a
yeah, but
bit
they should
empty.
have to be at least on the same side of the bracket as you,
Yeah, right. And
because
then
otherwise it's just gonna be them at the finals, and it's just gonna be cringe.
yeah, which is very very fucking sad. And
Yeah,
it's kind of how this one's turned out because obviously Kraken DQ, right? But if Kraken wasn't DQ'd, you'd end up having probably basically Challenger in the finals because I don't think Below Zero fucking beats anybody.
no, they don't.
So it would be basically Challenger versus WKW final, right?
Yeah,
And then now obviously it still probably goes down the same fucking way it did,
yeah,
but it's more of a the bracket kind of makes more sense. Or even a
yeah.
fucking losers bracket would have been nice.
A losers bracket would have been good.
Um, and if they could have not taken 7 weeks to play fucking one best of three each week, and
Yeah,
and they could have had a losers bracket
I just don't see a way. Like
because
alpha losers, to be honest with you, bro.
I don't either. Outside of like Jep's power going out, which
Yeah,
I think I could make happen, but like outside of that, I think they just win.
I agree.
Because if Jep's power goes out, you have to summon Michael, and then things go boom boom.
Uh, Actually, to be honest, you'd have to have the entire team's power go out.
You think without Jep they still win?
Yeah.
Bro, I think Zelicus just fucking toys with Michael and like just whoops his
I think
ass.
Michael is not trying, but if he's in the finals, I think he'll try and he will not grief.
I don't know, man. I've played a finals with him before, and apparently he entered me in game 5.
Fair enough.
But I had 0 kills in all of our losses playing mid lane.
Yeah,
So maybe I was the
that's kind of
goofy
your
one.
fault then,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, look, it's the last time GB got the better of me.
Every time he's gotten the better of
It's all
you,
because I had fucking ulti on my team. And
he's
Michael,
always better than you. True.
bro, he hasn't, man.
He has, and he always will
Bro,
be.
when I had my squad, we were popping.
You watch Chiba get plat this season.
Motherfuckers gotta get our silver first.
Yeah, he do it easy.
Is it? Because he's still in there.
Yeah, he'll do it easy.
He'll do it easy.
Yep, fucking oath.
So I shouldn't jump on my Smurf and do it with him.
Because you'll int him though. Don't do that.
No. I carried him on Zinzel.
I'm sure you did.
I did. I had like 25 kills.
Cap, 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 cap.
It's not capped, man. There's a screenshot.
Cap, 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 cap.
Right. So we are saying Alpha Finals victory There's no
Yeah, there's no hope of the other team winning.
goddamn
It's literally stealing candy from a baby.
still
Like,
stealing $20 from a kid, right? Is it even 20?
yeah,
Isn't it like 10 because it's like the
I
shit
think it's
elo
10 because it's
division?
tier 3.
Yeah. Stealing $10 from a baby.
Yeah, it's literally like walking up to a kid at school that's like ordering lunch, slapping him in the face, taking his money and walking away. Or
Okay.
like, yeah, it's literally like, yeah,
Now
like some
you
kid saying, "Oh my God, I want that," so and then you just take it.
now you know if Black Hawk wins, you're gonna get memed, right? Like
Oh yeah,
this
fucking
this
oath. That's why I'm
audio is
talking this much, bro.
this audio is coming out for you. There'll be
Yeah,
like
that's
a
why I'm talking
fucking
this
baby
much.
photo and we'll fuck
Yeah, I'm
that.
talking this much, bro, because like if they do lose, I'm gonna bully them all because they made me look like a dickhead.
Bro, it's fucking great, right? It's
Yeah, like I
just
don't like if they lose, so be it. I'll cop it on the chin, sure. But
yeah,
like,
it
like
happens.
I don't care if they lose at the end of the day because at the end of the day, it's iron to gold, bro. Who gives a fuck? You're all shit anyway.
It's tier 3. There's some platform players.
There you go.
Actually, before we end this off, I want your opinion on the old format, which is iron to gold, iron to plat. There's a strict cutoff point. If you're above, you can't play in the division. Etc. Etc. No bending of those rules. Or you just pick your team and your teammates, and you decide you get placed in the division based on average
I think
MMR.
I think that's good, but at the same time, like, it's not gonna cut out smurfing.
Makes it worse, right?
No. It makes it easier for people to play on their main accounts, but have friends that are shit as subs.
Yeah.
So what they need to do to get rid of that kink is make it like everyone they only pick the five highest ranked people on the roster. They
Yeah.
only use them to calculate it. Because like my team, we would have been put in tier 1 probably.
Yeah. Without your shit subs, right?
Yeah, 100% without our subs, we would have been tier 1.
Well, I mean, insane. Yeah, because what you had like 3 diamond players.
We had a master player, a D1, a D3, and a D4, and then pro.
And
And no.
and yeah, the
But
plat two
obviously, if you're
scumbags,
counting
right?
the top 5, it's a plat 1, D1, D3, D4 masters.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is that's tier 1 level type
That's
bullshit,
a
right?
little. It's like higher than the bottom 2 tier 1 teams.
Yeah,
But
because there
because
were
we
some
had
people
the
who had
subs,
some issues with that.
yeah, yeah. But because we had the subs, we were kind of just allowed to play in a division that we should have been. That's like low key. That's why the finals, if we tried, would have been TNS versus Stop Asian Hate,
Yeah.
and that's where the cute little nickname that I made, Stop TNS Hate, comes in. Because
Okay.
I play TNS, I play with Evict with TNS,
Are you
and
playing in 15 minutes,
not the not the Iron to Gold one, bro.
bro? It's plat to diamond tonight.
Tonight,
Gold
well,
to
like
diamond.
I normally play with them when they ask.
Oh, didn't ask you. Oh, feels bad.
And they've asked me every other week, so. But I'm assuming that
You've been replaced.
they've already got the boys for tonight. Because as I said, I'm only a sub
Yeah.
for Will.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I don't know. I kind of I was a big advocate of dropping the weeklies, and you make it into like a
The
format.
weeklies are shit. The weeklies are shit.
Because for instance, if you do like an LCS type system, it gives so much potential for BSV content and analyst desk.
Oh
You
yeah,
could
100%.
you could have like a fucking stat rundown at the
You can
start of
get
each
rid of some
night,
of those dead fucking casters that are like, uh,
right?
I think this is a good pick here.
Like you could actually just like so much more, and it could be much more. Whereas in a weekly, it's like, yo, these two teams played 4 weeks ago in the first round. So, like, whereas
Cool.
these two teams played last split in the finals. Big hype, and like
Yeah, and then you
it's
pull up
just
stats and shit.
yeah, or even like a replay or something. You
Yeah.
just and they have the manpower to do it, right? Because they've got so many people who I know, can broadcast and all
Yeah.
this. And even if, for instance, I think the issue with why it was like 6 weeks long for the playoffs is they wanted
So cringe.
pretty much every game streamed.
Yeah.
You
That's
like
just
all you
cringe.
do is you reach out to maybe someone like Peroa, right? Or
Yeah.
maybe not me because I'm a bit of a douchebag sometimes, right? And
And it wouldn't be pro because of what Jeremy did in DSV chat.
okay,
He
well,
spammed
I
Pro's Twitch
I
link.
did see that, right? I was kind of laughing, but
Those motherfuckers timed me out for 10 minutes, by the way, for fucking supporting my team. How cringe.
how dare you?
How cringe. FF, man.
Or like yeah, so you reach out to someone who like streams on Twitch, you get them some co-streamy type stuff, and they go and broadcast the other side of the bracket, right?
Yeah, and
Or
you stream the favorites and let the co-stream the other
yeah,
ones.
which means the mainstream's always going to have more viewers because of the fact that you're streaming the game that people want to watch.
Yeah,
Whereas you still have somewhere where they can go and get the VOD from,
yeah. If they
and
want to watch the
yeah, or watch the replay or something.
yeah,
And
exactly.
it gives. Now, obviously, you'd have to lay out, no swearing, and there is like a level of conduct that
Well,
BSV
they
wants.
obviously, if it's a co-stream, you'd obviously have ground rules that the person
Yeah,
has to follow.
yeah, like an official co-stream, which I think there would be people who would do that for BSV because it's a nice way to get yourself like a small following, right?
Yeah,
Plus, if you truly care about it, it helps. It doesn't hurt anyone if you're
exactly.
streaming the other side of the bracket. It only
It
props
only
everyone
helps
up.
people.
Like I've done it a couple times, right? Where they're not streaming the favorites because they want everybody to be on the stream, right? So
Yeah.
I've raked in like 25 viewers because I'm streaming the WKW Alpha game.
Yeah, who wants to watch the blank snooze fest of a game that's on the stream? Put on
Yeah,
Alpha, man. Alpha's just better.
it's like when now again I'm tooting my own horn here. Whenever I'm in the game, and I don't know how much like you're in the Twitch chats and whatnot. The Twitch chat is so much more lively because every motherfucker's like, "Yo, why Envy? Why you dying here?" And it's like there's so many clips of me in the one game, and
Bro,
it's just
when I
Twitch
was
chat
playing
is
an
better.
academy, it's literally just like Threshy, Wanna, Jacob, what the fuck was that? What are you doing? Like, oh my god, that was it was like, yeah.
Yeah,
It's certain players that you just have to stream.
yeah, and now it is playing favorites, but it's what people want to watch.
It's content, it's how you get your brand out.
Like
You
they
kinda have to.
didn't like Stormwolves and Vigi Academy. They didn't stream that game.
Yeah, when it's
The teams
literally a
had just
grudge
broken
match.
up. Yeah, bro, you market that. Boom, bigger draw for the night.
Yeah.
It's just there's so many missed opportunities, and it's starting to become
A
where I
joke.
don't. Yeah, and it's like if any motherfucker could just come off the street and do some of the stuff, which they can, right? As long as you have a stable enough internet connection, you could
Yeah.
get any fucking Tom, Dick, or Harry to fucking co-stream.
Legit, if you have somebody that can stream a replay, then you're chilling.
Yeah, or like it just it makes so much sense, and it really bothers me that they're not taking the initiative to do it.
It's because the management of the server is kind of shit.
No comment.
Like, I'm
Like
not
I'm
like, alright. I know this is me because like I'm obviously the meme cunt to the server that likes to rile them up and piss them off,
yeah, you do
which
that a lot.
I
Yeah,
love do that. Yeah, I
there's a lot
love
of
doing that.
there's a lot of that.
I've been threatened to be banned quite a few times, but like I'm only
Something
doing it because
about
it's
the
such a
drugs.
joke. It's okay. That was a meme, bro. It's Adderall Gaming. Leave me alone.
Bro, I heard about this.
Yeah, bro. Adderall Gaming. At least
um.
I wasn't the one saying fucking whatchamacallit gaming. Fucking Ritalin gaming. That's just like
Okay.
what?
Okay.
Somebody
But
was saying that, and I'm like, what? You're on crack.
literally,
Yeah, like actually, it's literally meth.
it's just it feels really bad, right? When they I think if I look at the server right now, there's like nine or 10 people online on the production crew.
Oh, yeah, it's
It's
fucking
like,
a joke.
and
The
like if
management's so shit.
I I won't
You
go
can
that
say no
far.
comment all you want, but
Yeah,
like
I
low key, ever since Blue left and like that whole bunch of people left, it's just gone downhill, man. Like
I
it's
think it's hard, right? When you have now, please take no offense to this, but when you have a shit community, which a, a lot of people right now are in the part of like shit community, because I'm gonna bring up ECB here.
yeah,
The reason ECB stopped, to my knowledge, right, and I may be speculating a little bit, is because they stopped caring about the community, because the community were ungrateful.
that's not really the case.
It
But
was
from my POV, there was one person with that mentality,
it was
and that
very.
person happened to have the ownership of the Discord and all that stuff. So it's kind of unfortunate.
I mean, that person was also bankrolling the fucking server.
No, it was not Ubi that was doing this.
It was not
It was
Ubi.
uh it was Kusho.
Wait,
He was the one who boomed it
no, because it
because
was
he started
unboomed.
getting ego and shit, and then they left.
ECB went unboomed though.
No,
For a little bit, it did. When
it
they
was it was for like one tourney. They finished the tourney and that was it, and then they stopped
yeah, okay, good.
because Kusho was obviously being Kusho.
Yeah, it was quite cool showy things.
It was really, really,
Um,
really cringe,
but
and he
nah, I
sometimes the man needs to grow up.
yeah, I don't know. I just remember, people in like the general chats. The prizing's only a mystery skin per person. Like, bitch, that's still $25.
It's better than it's better than nothing that you would normally get.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, you'd at least get that. I'm still waiting on prizing for fucking 9 months here,
Yeah, same.
and I might be in like the minority, but I don't play for fucking prizes. I play for pride. As sad as that fucking sounds, I play for pride.
I play for
And
my name, to be honest.
yeah, I'm a bit
I
the
play
same.
because, for one, I want to go pro. So if I get noticed in amateur, it's going to be a lot easier to go pro. Like,
Surely once you go pro, I get your first interview.
um, probably not
Okay, Jacob, I see. I see you.
because
I was here with you at the ground. What the
no,
fuck?
solely because like I don't know if there's a contract thing about that sort of shit in there. Like I might not be able to speak about shit to like that, but
What the
like if I
fuck?
can, sure.
Okay, if you can, then sure. Deal. We'll,
Yeah.
we'll take that. If not, I'll just tweet this sit down episode at you and then many views because you'll automatically repost it, right?
I mean, I'll like it. I wouldn't retweet it, but
Okay,
yeah,
why not?
because retweeting's cringe.
Okay, little true, little true. So, is there
Unless it's yeah.
anything else you want to touch on before we end this?
Um, what have we haven't spoken about like old teams like Supernovas much, right?
You wanna speak on super monkeys and novas?
Oh, I was thinking about Super Monkeys. Super Monkeys was kind of like actually nice at toxic the point.
It was actually did you say it was toxic?
I was gonna say something toxic, but then I
Uh,
realized there's no point.
I mean, remember, aren't two of the players in WKW right now?
Yeah, and those are the only two players that were good.
Yes. Okay, so we're flaming the other players. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Who else was on that team? If I
The ones I'll just say this: the ones that I thought were good were Calc Nathan, and then sometimes Ape when he was on a good day.
Calc wasn't Calc the mid?
Yeah,
What? Where the fuck were you playing?
I was in Supernovas, not Cosmos. You twit.
No, didn't you play in Super Monkeys?
No, I've never played on Super Monkeys. You fuck.
I swore you did at one
It
point.
was never me, bro.
Oh, true. Calc was always a better mid laner than you.
True.
It was just fact, Calc could play Cassiopeia and Cassiopeia. I think that's the only champion I ever saw.
Oriana, she's very,
Or,
very good. Oriana.
Oriana too. Cassiopeia, Oriana. I don't think there was anything else.
There's probably more, but I just don't remember because I
Yeah,
have bad memory. But
yeah, bad
yeah.
memory.
Um, TMG shit.
True.
Um,
You know what's funny? I'm still
HF
mad at.
League was a joke.
I'm still mad about Griff and both of them because you know what Griff did to me.
What?
That motherfucker. No, I don't know if the person's gonna watch this, so I won't name him. Right? He was
Do it, you
pissed off at
pussy.
someone. No, fuck you. He was
What,
pissed
you
off
mean
at
Tyler?
someone. No. I'm talking TMG. That the most recent like ladder, the one where we got fucking DQ'd from and then undQ'd
Okay.
because it's fun. He was pissed off about one of the members, like team members on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He didn't want to play with them, so the motherfucker went and hit Diamond 4, so he wouldn't have to play the rest of the fucking event. And I was
Uh,
pissed. Because I was like, motherfucker,
nah.
who's going to carry us now? And then I was mad at Nay because Nay fucking did it. Nay was dueling with him.
Yeah, because we were talking about playing fucking
Yeah,
the
BSV.
BSV one.
Yeah, and I was like, Griff, I needed you. And then he left.
I mean, it's TMG anyway, man. Who cares?
Yeah, but we fucking lost.
Yeah, but like, who the fuck wants to win TMG?
Bro, we
KW.
could have got some prize money. We ended
Yeah,
up
well,
losing to
$10
fucking
each.
We ended up losing to fucking Lawrence.
And Lawrence is cute.
Okay, Lawrence is a bit of a cunt sometimes.
True, but I like him.
You know, I messaged him before you, and I was like, "Yo, how much you know about TF3, like Div 3?" And he's like, "Nothing." I was like, "Oofed," and I didn't respond back to him.
Um, wow,
But
wasn't your first choice? Yeah, you're definitely not going to be my first choice for our
well, no,
interview.
no, 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 no. I had already asked, and you said yes.
I'm going to go
You,
with Natty. Fuck you.
who the fuck is that?
Uh, the girl that is on the desk at LCO currently.
Okay, of course you would. I can't compete with that.
Yeah, true. Titties, mate, but yeah.
Okay, Jacob. I think
I kind of had to, bro. I kind of
I
had.
think you've had too much to drink. Let's you know, this has been Envy's channel. You're watching Sit Down with Envy.
Wait, can I do one more thing before we go?
What are you doing?
It's gonna be about BSV.
Okay. Where are we touching on?
All right, it's touching on the admin
Oh
stuff and all
shit.
that.
Damn.
I really, really think they should go apologize and suck up and go apologize to Dusty and all them and kick checks because ever since she's been there, you've noticed it go down in popularity and people stop giving a fuck. I think Josh should not simp because she's a woman and I don't know if he's got like, I don't want to be toxic, but like, you know what I mean? Like he might just have like never seen a woman before.
Okay.
Like, and he's just like, oh my god, checks, here, be co-owner.
Now I am trying to get him on an episode, by the way.
Yeah, but this is an individual point of view from me, not from you.
Are you good? Because I'm not commenting on this.
Yeah, this is from a point of view from me, because don't get me wrong, I like the guy. Josh is a nice guy. When I've spoken to him, he's always been nice.
Yep. Fair.
But he needs to, like, I don't know what he needs to do, but he needs to get rid of, like, I don't know how she weaseled her way to co-owner, but she did. So good luck. Have fun. She was co-owner of ECB when that one crashed because of Kusho. All I'm saying, there seems to be a trend as soon as she gets co-owner.
Okay, are we wrapping up now?
You can, sure.
Right. This is
Nay sucks.
true. Anyway, this has been Envy's channel. You're watching Sit Down with Envy. Thank you for coming on, Jacob, aka Havik, or previously known as Zbot.
No problem.
I told you I'd wrap that in there somehow.
Yeah, you would.
Peace
You
out.
pig.